Polite expressions for requests. Mastering. Would you mind? Hello, learners. Welcome back to our series on conversational English. Today, we're going to explore a very common and polite way of making requests, using the phrase, "Would you mind?" By the end of this video, you'll be able to use this phrase confidently and naturally in your daily English conversations. Let's get started. The phrase, "Would you mind?" is used when we want to make a request in a polite and respectful manner. We use this phrase when we don't want to sound too direct or bossy, especially in formal or sensitive situations. Here's how you might use it. Would you mind passing the salt? Or, would you mind turning down the music? The structure of this phrase is simple. Would you mind, plus verb ing. When someone asks you a question starting with, "Would you mind?" you can respond in a few different ways. If you're okay with the request, you can respond with, "No, not at all," or, "No, of course not." These phrases mean you don't mind doing what they've asked. If you're not okay with the request, you can respond with, "I'm sorry, but," and then give a reason. For example, "I'm sorry, but I'm currently busy with something else." Let's practice a little bit. Remember, the key to learning any language is practice, practice, and more practice. Imagine you're in a library and you need a book that someone else is using. You might say, "Would you mind if I borrow that book when you're done?" Or let's say you're at work and you need help from a colleague. You can ask, "Would you mind helping me with this report?" Remember, while "would you mind" is a polite expression, it's also somewhat formal. You're more likely to use it in business emails, or when speaking to someone you don't know very well, or in a formal setting. In more casual or friendly situations, you might use simpler phrases like, "Can you?" or "Could you?" instead. And that wraps up our lesson on using "Would you mind?" for making polite requests in English. I hope this has been helpful and that you feel more confident using this phrase. Remember, practice is key, so try to use "Would you mind?" in your conversations as much as possible. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy learning!